guys, I'm Nina.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Ethan.
And we are Bloody Essentials. We just want to thank everybody who's already supported this podcast. We're in a new year already.
Yay!
Gosh, what?
It's crazy. It really means the world to us that we've received so much support. We're officially a year old today, so yay!
Oh, man, time flies when you're having fun talking about horror with cool horror people.
Right?
You took the words right out of my brain, Jamie. Thank you.
Yes.
Also, quick shout out to our Patreon, Rick Paulton. Rick, thank you for all that you do for us. We really appreciate you.
Yes.
You're the
He's
best.
been there since day one, guys.
Yeah.
Before day one.
Before day
know.
one, before we even started.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. If you want to be mentioned in our episodes as well and receive fun little goodies from the entire Bloody Essentials team, feel free to join our Patreon. It's no commitment. It's just pay what you can month to month. You can choose something as small as $1 all the way up to $20, and you get fun little perks depending on how much you give to us. And all the money 100% goes back into the podcast, whether it's replacing our mics, helping us plan events for, future things coming up, whatever it may be, all of it goes back into the podcast. So, yeah, it's really cool. We have monthly movie parties where if you're in Chicago, we'll be having in-person events. So it's a good perk to have.
Definitely.
Yeah. Check it out, guys.
Yeah, and you also get unedited episodes, early access. Usually it's posted a month in advance, so you don't want to miss that.
Yes.
Ooh.
There's a lot that doesn't make it to YouTube's.
I was going to say the unedited ones are very fun, guys.
I was going to say,
yes.
ooh, I wonder what's on the extra footage, Got to check
Lots
that
of
out.
hot takes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I think that's all we have to talk about right now in terms of housekeeping, right? Any other housekeeping things you guys want to mention?
I think
No.
you hit everything on the head. So,
Cool. I like it when that happens.
Me too.
All right, tonight we are talking New Year's movies. So what movies do you like to watch for the New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whatever it may be? That's kind of what we're focusing on. So would love to hear your guys' favorite watches each year that we're always looking for new movies, and I think at least for me, the ones that we watched were all new for me. Like never seen any of them.
Okay.
So yeah. Do you guys have a movie, or whether it's horror or not, do you guys have a specific movie you guys watch for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
Okay, so this is one holiday where, like, most holidays, I have my movie, okay, where I'm like, it's Christmas. I'm going in with, Black Christmas. I'm going in with my Santa sleigh and Christmas Evil and all those good things. I even have an Easter movie, it's Critters 2, okay? But New Year's Eve, like, New Year's movies, am I, like, crazy, or they're just not like a whole lot of like really stellar New Year's movies? I don't really have like a favorite New Year's movie.
There's not a lot of them.
Yeah.
That I know of, and if you guys know some, put them in the
Please.
in the link. Let us know, because we obviously want some more. But I usually try to do either on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Most of the time, New Year's Day, because New Year's Eve is a little crazy. I try to do Terror Train.
Oh,
I
Terror
know
Train.
the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, the old one. You're not a fan. It is a little slow for me.
A little bit.
Because
The kills are cool. The kills are cool.
But I was going to say, but the kills are cool. The concept is kind of cool, but that's about the only one. And usually I binge horror all New Year's Day, but usually Terror Train is somewhere in there, just because, I don't know. I guess it has to be. So.
Yeah, I mean, I do like New Year's Evil, but other than that, like, there's not one like every year that I'm like, I gotta watch. It's not like Black Christmas where it's like I gotta watch that 5 times in the season.
And I also try to watch, which is not New Year's Eve, and I don't know if it's just like a Noyes thing or just an Ethan thing. I try to watch a Charles Bronson movie. Doesn't matter which one, but I love Charles Bronson. So usually it's one of the Death Wishes because those movies are awesome, or 10 to Midnight, and I'm just a huge fan of Charles
The Midnight's
Bronson.
so good.
Yes, love that one. Love that one.
Yes,
As a
I'm
matter of
so
fact,
glad you recommended.
when we
You
talked
recommended it to me.
about that, and a lot of people like I've seen at cons and stuff, they're like, I had never seen that movie and I watched it. Oh my god, it's so good. Thanks for recommending it. I was like, cool, no problem. I'm like, it is an awesome movie. So
we're bringing Charles Bronson back into the
Yes.
forefront. Yes.
Yeah.
There are so many movies like that, which we'll do one this coming year, I'm sure. Like old 80s stuff that is I have an entire list of movies like Death Wishy and 10 to Midnight that I'm like, probably because you guys are younger, so you may not have you may not have seen it, but I grew up with these and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, is it really my nostalgia for these movies because I grew up with them, or are they really that good? But no, they're really that good. So
they're really that good. We can back this up now. At least that one.
Yeah. Well, we got a few other ones that I want to throw out at you that I would like the audience to, get their reaction to too, that I think are excellent movies. So
awesome. I will say for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, depending, I usually watch When Harry Met Sally. I know it's not horror, but there's 2 New Year's Eve parties that happen in that movie. So
yeah, that's a good one. That works. Yeah, that actually is a good pick.
I like that one. Yeah. So if you're looking for a little comedy / tearjerker one, that's a good one. So it's not too hallmarky. Yeah.
I do think New Year's is a good topic though. They should make a really awesome New Year's Eve movie. Come on. It's got a lot of good elements. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes. You've got drunk people having sex. Come on.
Yeah, New Year's
and
kisses.
People not paying attention because they're partying.
Yes. Okay, some of our independent horror artists that watch us that we're throwing out an idea here. Let's do it.
I see you, Victor.
Right?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna name drop. Yes, I was, Victor. So.
I will.
This year's resolution list is gonna be killer.
Yes.
Ooh.
I love it. That's a
There's
great
your tagline.
Yes.
I mean, we're handing this to you like a New Year's gift.
Oh,
yes.
I love it.
So, do you guys have any resolutions or anything that you care to share with our audience? Anything that
Yeah. So I'm kind of like I've always done New Year's resolutions, but like a lot of people, I don't follow through with them. So now I'm not really thinking as much about New Year's resolutions as I am I already am starting my goals now.
Gotcha.
Getting a head start on them, so that when I get up to New Year's, it'll be okay, I have 1 or 2 just things, that I'm working on, and I've already got a head start on them, so I'm good. But just being healthier and just good self-care stuff, but mostly just being healthy. It's my main one.
Nice. I love it. I'm actually going back to school. I just enrolled in some to a college, so I'm waiting to hear back from them, but I'm hopefully going back and getting my bachelor's degree because that's something that I have not done yet. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So hopefully going back and getting my degree and not having to work for, the multi-billion-dollar corporation would be great.
I think you should become a multi-billion-dollar corporation instead of work for one.
I'm gonna be my own CEO.
There you go. It's not all it's cracked up to be. So I'm just gonna I'm not a multi-billion-dollar CEO, but being your own boss is fun, but not fun. So
I feel bad.
Yeah, I'm already dreading the taxes in the years to come, but. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that because.
But yes, I am hoping to go back to school. I'm looking to get into a career where I can actually help people. So more directly.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm excited.
My
Ethan, what
career,
about you? Do you have a New Year's resolution?
my career helps people. Everybody's got to go to
It
the bathroom.
does.
It
So,
does. It's
I
true.
mean,
Everybody needs that.
as far as a resolution, no, I'm gonna try to. And this is he's gonna be 16, so
He's 16 going on 17.
yeah. So well, he's 15 going on
Aww.
16, but I mean, I try at least once every 6 weeks or so to 6-8 weeks to take Josh somewhere. Me and him, dad, son time, whether we go away for the weekend or just a movie or something. Because I mean, the older he gets, and his girlfriends and his friends, I know eventually soon it's going to be like, all right, Dad, yeah, we'll do it later. We'll do it later. We'll do it later. So, well, he's still young enough for me to be like, you have no choice. Come on, let's go do something. Do some more stuff like that, some more family times, and I mean, and we do a lot of stuff together now because I mean, the child's my heart. But just I realize he's getting older, and if it's between me and him going to see Brittany or Melinda or whoever, he's gonna be like, "See you later, Dad. Bye." So, which I guess I understand. So, but yeah, probably some more of that, and just try to do everything that I can for Bloody Essentials, and because last year this was the best thing that happened to me. So it was Bloody Essentials and starting this with you guys. So
It's one of the best things that happened to me too, you guys. Yeah. Definitely on my resolutions list to do some more awesome stuff with the Bloody Essentials.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm excited. If you guys have New Year's resolutions, please drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah. Also feel free to drop your favorite New Year's movies down below as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're each going to discuss briefly like the synopsis of the New Year's movie we watched, whether we liked it, what we didn't like about the movie, and yeah, stuff like that. So Jamie, do you want to start?
Sure. Okay. So I watched a little flick called Bloody New Year. It is from 1987, I want to say. It is a British film. So it's British. I had actually seen
Sorry, Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan, that warning is for you, okay?
I appreciate that.
Okay, so I have seen this movie before, and I think it's pretty fun. I will say, is it a good movie? I don't know if I would say it's a good movie, but it's fun. Okay, so here is a brief synopsis of it, and I'll go into it a little bit more. A group of friends take refuge on an island with a hotel that is decorated for New Year's. There's our New Year's tie right there. The hotel's decorated for it, but it is actually the summertime. Okay, so it's a New Year's movie, but it's not, but it is. So
Gotcha.
Stay with me. So they're there at this hotel. It's decorated for New Year's, and then things start happening that are wooey. Things happen that are weird, okay? So we start off with this scene of like these people in some retro cute outfits. They're at this New Year's party. It's 1959. Everybody's having a great time. And then, whoa, what? A girl gets sucked into the mirror. And then we're flung into the future, into 1987, right? Okay, we're there in the future now. We had that little thing. Hold on to that. It'll come back. We have some friends. They're at the amusement park. They get into a fight with some bullies who run the amusement park. So then they have to run away from those guys. They get in a boat. They go to an island. Their boat sinks. They have to swim. They step on barbed wire. They have to keep going. I mean, it is one bad thing after another for these people. I mean, seriously, there's a girl on the tilt-a-whirl thing, and these guys are just shaking the tilt-a-whirl. She's an adult woman. These are adult men, and they're just, anyway, whatever. So they get to this island. There's a hotel, and they're like, let's stroll on in. They're like, what? There's Christmas trees and New Year's Eve stuff, but it's the summer. Bloody hell, right? What's up with that? And so they're like, okay, let's see if anybody's here. There's nobody there. But then they start seeing people. Ooh, they're a ghost. And then like things start flying. They hear like voices and laughter, but can't find them. And yeah, pretty much the rest of the movie is they split up. Some cheesy kind of haunted things happen. People die along the way. There are not that many kills, but there are a couple that are pretty fun. I'm not going to give them away because there's not that many. But there is a really fun one in there, okay? And I will say, I don't completely understand the magic of this movie, like how things work, because when our people are killed by these ghosts, they become like kind of zombie people themselves. So I don't really know how that transfer happens. I don't know how the ghosts make them zombies, but that is kind of what it looks like happened. It's not a happy ending. I'll just leave it at that. The fashion is very fun. If you like a little bit of the 50s and some of the 80s, you'll see a little bit of both. Okay. There are a couple of fun kills. There are some sweet low budget special effects that are pretty special and awesome. I think it's worth watching because there's not a lot of New Year's horror movies out there. But again, keep in mind, it's set during the summer, but the hotel is decorated for New Year's. And I don't want to give away the twist of what happened, but I will say that these ghosts are in a limbo for some reason that I won't give away because of what happened at the New Year's party in 1959. And it involves the government.
Dun, dun, dun.
I picked the government
movie. I picked the wrong movie to watch.
Right?
So
I'm so bummed that I didn't get a chance to watch this one before our recording, but I'm going to watch it tonight because you have me fascinated.
Absolutely. I was going to say that. I love 80s horror, you know that. So I was like, oh, I'm going to watch this. You said it was British horror, and I was like, I'd rather take a hammer to the kneecap because you know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But the way you described everything, and I was like, oh my God, I have to get off this podcast and watch this right now. You were so energetic about it. I was like, oh my God. So I'll be watching it tonight too.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're
Jamie,
welcome, Bloody New Year. You're welcome, Bloody
Jamie-
New Year.
Jamie started the bar off so high, so full of energy, and I'm just
She
like...
did. I'm like, we're supposed to follow this, right? We're like, our movies suck. Thank you. This is the Jamie show tonight.
Okay, now again, let me reiterate, my extra enthusiasm tonight does not mean this movie was good, but it was worth watching.
entertaining. Okay.
It sounds amazing. I love supernatural horror, so this sounds amazing.
And
Some supernatural time travel, yes.
And I love cheesy movies. You know that.
Yes.
It does not have to be a good cinematic masterpiece. No. Was it entertaining? Was it fun? That's a good movie to me.
There's some fun stuff that happens in there, guys.
Quiet,
you get a little bit of everything.
So.
There's literally quicksand, nets, like zombie people, ghost, there's like a government thing. I mean, come on. Is it a New Year's?
Than a government issue. Yes.
Is it set on New Year's? Kinda. But anyway, that's Bloody New Year, folks. Check it out.
I love it.
What is it streaming on?
I saw it on Tubi. But it's also available on a ton of other free a bunch of those other free platforms that you can get, like
Roku
horror
and stuff.
Movieverse, or scary movies. I don't know, all those crazy ones, but yeah, Tubi for sure.
I'll stick to Tubi.
Yeah.
Stick with the devil, yes.
Exactly.
I do love Tubi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I'm totally going to check that out. That sounds great. If you, our listeners, have seen this movie or you haven't, let us know what you end up thinking of this, because I'm curious to know people's thoughts. Jamie is a little too enthusiastic about this. I don't know if it's actually good or not.
This might be a trick, y'all. I might be like, yeah, watch it. Look at me. I'm all smiling about it. Check it out. You'll be smiling too, I swear. And then I have secret cameras sitting in your places to get the reactions, be like, this is what she was excited about. No, watch it. It's great. Kind of.
I love it.
I love it so much. Okay. So I picked a newer movie. I know everybody's like, oh, great. It's from 2023. It's called Snow Falls, and Snow Falls is apparently the name of like the town where this takes place. And I say town very loosely. So basically, it's about these 5 friends that get stranded at a very remote cabin. And there's like a winter storm. They lose power. They have very little food for some strange reason, even though they were planning on being here for quite some time. They don't have a lot of food. And then slowly disorientation starts to set in and claim each of their sanity. And they eventually succumb to the fear that the snow itself may be contaminated or somehow evil.
Ooh, evil snow. I like that.
Right?
Okay, so let me start off by saying it's not the greatest movie. The New Year's Eve party, New Year's Day thing kind of just happens like right at the beginning when they first get there. But the way they set up the characters is, I think the character development is really great. Showing the slip into insanity is very interesting. Overall, though, the movie as a whole makes more sense, and it pains me to say this, but it makes more sense if the snow isn't evil, because they really don't address it beyond the fact that maybe it's the snow, because they like have snow cones at the beginning,
Right.
so they're like, oh, there's something in the snow, and I'm like,
Is there
but now
though?
everything's fine? Question mark. Yeah. So I would encourage you to check it out. It's very interesting, at least for the character development. And I think the acting is very well done. I don't think that anybody was too annoying or obnoxious, which is rare for teens for me in those newer movies. I think it is really done well. I have a couple issues here, and spoiler alert, if you don't want to know, skip ahead. I'm sorry. But I have to mention it because it's a little annoying and it drove me nuts the entire time. They have an axe, right? They're surrounded by woods, but they're like, oh, we're running low on firewood. I don't know what we're going to do. And I'm like, motherfuckers, you have a gas stove.
Oh my God.
You have a gas stove. It doesn't run on electricity. You are surrounded by trees and you have an axe. Like, I know it's going to take a while, but how high is your will to survive here? Not high enough, apparently.
No, they're literally surrounded by firewood.
And they're like chopping the furniture into pieces. And I'm like, dude, there's trees right there. I know it's like covered in like snow, but like bring it inside. You can dry it out eventually. Like, come on.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
It's ridiculous. But other than that, like the character development really is great. And I encourage you to watch it just for that. And the kills are fun. They're really fun. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I
The
agree.
gore is really cool too. So
I was going to say, I watched this today.
you did watch it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I did.
cool.
It was, I enjoyed it. I agree with
Enjoyed
you.
it.
I think that the character development was very, very good. I really believe that they were actually friends. It wasn't just, you know what I mean? I really believe that they
Definitely.
were actual friends. They were hanging out. There was a vibe with them that I was like, okay, cool. I like
For
that.
sure.
There wasn't, again, there wasn't one of them that I wanted to punch in the face repeatedly just because I hated them. And normally there's one of them.
Good.
But I was like, okay, I could see this all happening. I liked that portion of it. The gore was good. There were a couple of things like you were saying that I was like, I know it's a movie, but this don't make no damn sense.
Yeah.
Like the firewood and all that. I'm like, really? And if you knew you were going down there for the weekend, you knew there was a possibility of getting snowed in. If you're going to be there for 3 days, why are you going to bring food for 5 people for a day and a half?
Yeah.
Maybe this
planning, people.
Maybe this is the fatty in me thinking, but I'm like, listen, I'm going to bring it up for like a week because if I get stuck there, I'm fat and I'm going to want a sandwich. So
college students, it's like, come on, you're telling me that they're not going to get. They were drinking. They had more alcohol than they had food. Come on, you know you eat when you're.
Hold on.
You need snacks.
But let me pump the brakes. We've gone out with each other for the weekend.
Ham.
And we had us some ham, and we had us some
White Castle.
and White Castle. We had all that, but we had a whole hell of a lot more liquor than we had food. So
That's true, but we
Hey.
weren't in a remote cabin
That's
in the middle
true.
of nowhere. We knew we could DoorDash food.
Exactly. If we were going to a cabin, we would have prepared a lot more food and a lot more booze, probably too.
and a lot more booze. That's what I like. She's like, there'd have been like some sandwiches, but there'd have been more tequila too.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is
For
bad.
sure.
That is bad.
Yes.
But the movie overall, I thought was pretty good. I will keep
Enjoyed
it on
it,
my
yeah.
roster to watch it again,
Okay. Good one.
whether it be on New Year's or just whenever. But
Yeah.
it was I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
I
So
enjoyed it too, yeah. Did you think that it made more sense to think that the snow was not contaminated, or
yeah, I think they could have left that portion out of it and it would have been fine.
yeah?
I understand where they got it because they were making the booze snow cones.
Could have
Which-
hammed it up a bit more, I thought,
Yeah.
if they were gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I was like, my guy, when he went out there and he brought the snow in, he was like, we're having booze snow cones. And I was like, that's my guy right there. He'd be thinking about stuff. So the next time it snows, I'm going out and get a bowl of snow and just pour some margarita in there and be like, margarita snow cones, guys. Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
need you to call me when that happens because like we're just gonna go. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a weekend. I'm calling in the next day.
Right? I'll be like, I got margarita snow cones right here. So
Wow.
thank you. He made me think of that.
I love
I'm
it.
learning so much about snow, you guys. I'm learning
Right?
so much about snow. You could just add alcohol to it and make an alcoholic snow cone.
There you go.
I didn't
I'm
know
like-
that was a thing either until I saw this movie and I was like, oh my God, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
do think that it was a pretty decent movie. I mean, overall, was it the best movie I've ever seen? No, of course not. But it was
I've seen a lot
good,
worse.
hello, I was going to say it was a good movie, and I've seen a lot worse. Definitely worth a watch. So
It's good to watch any time in the winter, I think, because
Sure.
it doesn't beat you over the head with the holiday stuff. And I kind of prefer that a little bit in my holiday horror. That's just
Uh-huh.
me though. Yeah. But it is available on Tubi to watch, just so you guys
Yes.
know.
Okay.
yes,
Check that out.
all right. Mine is also available on Tubi, and it is
Wow.
the 2022 movie Time's Up. I will let you know now that IMDb gave this a 3.8 out of 10.
Well, Snowfall's at 3.2, so you're winning.
Yeah. So
Oh,
we're
I
not
don't.
saying
I
we're
don't know
not
what
saying this is
mine had.
the best movie
Yeah.
ever. But it is a good movie. It's entertaining, it's fun, it's campy. I love stuff like that. You know that. Very campy. It stars Hannah Fierman, Damien McFell, Felissa Rose.
Hold
Oh,
up.
Hi, girl.
Hold
Yep.
up. I have some beef with you, sir.
What?
You tell me that a movie has Felissa Rose in it and Dave Sheridan.
Hold
by
on.
the way.
I know what you're gonna do. Don't do that yet. I know what
Okay.
you're gonna say.
Oh,
And Dave Sheridan. And did you also notice that Jonathan Tiersten was in it? You
Yes,
know who
I
that
did.
is? Everybody, if you've ever watched Sleepaway Camp, that's Ricky from Sleepaway Camp. So I was like,
Yep.
oh my God, Angela and
It's a
Ricky
little
are back.
reunion.
It's a total reunion. I liked it. And I like him.
Yes, I
Very
do.
nice guy.
He is.
I like him. I wanted to punch him repeatedly in the face in this movie. He was
Yeah.
Schmimey. And I know that's what he was playing. But I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you were playing Schmimey and you were just, I'm like, take the blinders off. You're stupid. please don't be that stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, the premise of this movie is about Father Time. It's New Year's Eve, and they are teachers at a school. They had a young man who was being bullied, and he ends up going out and blowing his brains out, shooting himself. So there's a reporter who does this report on it, and that's one of the teacher's girlfriends or fiancés, and they're all mad at her because of that, because you're making the school look bad, and who cares about the kid? You're making the school look bad. So
Yeah.
they had a New Year's Eve party at one of the faculty's house, and they had Father Time had abducted these two kids, and they were holding them ransom, and they made them play scavenger hunt. It's either scavenger hunt or we're going to kill these kids and kill you and blah blah blah, and all kinds of different secrets are revealed, during the movie. And this person did this, and this person is doing this, and I don't want to have too much of it come out because I want you guys to watch the movie. But there's all kinds of twists and stuff. The part that I was going to get yelled at by Nina, I believe, when I tell her that, or when I tell anybody, the movie has Felissa Rose and Dave Sheridan in it. They did
tell them what you did.
They did say that they were in the movie. They were in the movie for like 7-8 minutes.
2 lines.
So
2 lines.
Oh.
Yeah, they were for like 7-8 minutes. But I will notice that God love Felissa and Dave. They do that a lot, and they take them and put them up there and say, "Oh my God, they're in this movie," because we all recognize them and they're horror icons and we love them. But I mean, they could have been like, we've got Damien and Hannah too. Yeah. They were in the movie.
That's true. That's true.
And they're also prominent horror people. You know?
No, it's true. I just want to see more of Felissa in a main role, and she deserves it.
Me too.
And so
she
does Dave. I love Dave.
Dave too. They're
I
both
agree.
great. And
it's just
they played the role
exhausting.
Yeah,
because all these horror movies do. Yeah,
they
all these horror
great.
movies are doing it. So it's.
But I'm like, I watched it and I was like, they were really in here for like 7 minutes. Yeah. Like a 7-minute block. I think maybe they were on the screen for 4 minutes. Mm-hmm. Although I will say that, spoiler alert, when Felissa dies, sorry, her death was cool.
Okay.
So
at least she had a cool death.
Yeah.
Oh, the opening death is incredible. Like I know it's a very heavy topic of a student getting bullied and then killing himself, but like I'm sorry, but the blood is gorgeous in this movie.
It is.
It absolutely is. And
it is.
Everybody that's responsible gets their comeuppance. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's I know what you did last summer, mixed with a little bit of some Scream. Yeah. And we all love that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So it's really fun. It's a lot of fun. And I think everybody did a great job. Yeah.
Oh, I do too. It's a very fun movie. I will be purchasing it for my physical library. So I can have it. It was like I said, was it a great movie, cinematic masterpiece? No, of course not. But it is. I think it's a good movie. Yeah, I think y'all should watch it and let me know, or let us know what you guys think about it in the on our socials and stuff. So it's definitely now. If you're looking for a Felissa movie, like where she's going to be in there forever, they're not. But Damien and Hannah and Jonathan are in it, and they all do a very good job.
They did.
Yeah, all of that is very good. So sorry that Felissa and Dave were in it as much as I think they should be, but they did. The other 3 did. I mean, all of them. Not just. I'm just using them because they're prominent in that.
A very good ensemble cast kind of movie for sure.
Yes, everybody kind of gelled together, and
Yeah. You definitely bought that these people were coworkers and they'd been together for a while. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So, which I mean, they've all worked together, so I'm sure they're all very comfortable with each other. So, I mean, I'm sure that has some stuff to do with it. So,
there's nothing better than a movie where you've got a really good group of people that's there's clearly stuff going on underneath the surface, and you get little snippets here and there, and then all of a sudden it slowly starts to unravel and come out as the movie progresses.
Yeah.
And there's Jamie, you'll like it because there's lots of little Easter eggs of it's New Year's.
I do like that.
And I will say
I like it when it's done well. So it's
the main girl in it, the main teenager, I thought she did phenomenal. I thought she did a great job. So,
I like the reporter chick too. I thought she was amazing.
Yeah.
I love how she was I'm trying to give a voice to these students, and the teachers were all just the school's all that matters. And I'm like, whew. Hitting a little.
I'm with the reporter lady on that one. Yeah. I know.
You'll like
that whole deal.
You will love it just for that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So that is time's up for 2022. Yeah,
Title too, by the way.
The
right?
posters are cool too. I was just looking. There's 2 posters,
Yeah,
and they're awesome. You know me, I love taglines. One of the taglines for it is "New Year, No You,"
yeah.
and I like that.
Now make sure when
I
you're
love
looking it up that you look up Time's Up
Yeah, it's the
2022.
it's this one.
Not
Not
Time is Up.
because that is a
Oh.
romance movie, and Nina called me and she was like, "What the hell do you have us watching?"
It's on Tubi. It didn't list Felissa or Dave on either of them, so I'm like,
Right.
which one is it? Like, I know they both. It's
Ooh.
probably the horror one, but I just want to make sure that
Right.
this isn't saying it's romance and it's not. So
Yeah, because the romance movie is described as tragic, heartfelt, and touching. Is that how? Is that what Tim's was?
Yeah, so just make sure that you watch the right one, because the text from you, Nina, you were like, "What's going on here?"
Time's Up.
Yeah.
Time's Up.
Time's Up, not Time is
Yes.
Up. Time's Up.
Yes. Time's Up.
Yes,
Very fun movie.
it was.
I gotta check it out. It sounds awesome.
Yes,
It
I
was good.
enjoyed it.
I also ended up watching New Year's Evil for the first time. So I really enjoyed that. If you haven't seen it, it's basically about this radio DJ it takes place in the 80s, and it's about this radio DJ who's hosting a New Year's Eve party, and basically it's like a little revenge thing, she gets threatened that, someone is going to come after her, someone she loves, and kill them on New Year's Eve. So it's a really good movie. I enjoyed it. I'd never seen it before.
That's like, if I had to pick one like New Year's horror, that'd probably be my favorite one. It's like a new wave, like punk like video. Like it's so much fun. The costumes are amazing. The music is so cool, and it's a cool, like, it's got a cool aesthetic and a cool look. Yeah, I love that one.
It's very fun and very 80s. Oh my God, Jamie, the makeup, the fashion. I was thinking of you the whole time. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot to take in on that one.
There's a lot for sure, but it was a good time. And I like I said, this was the first time watching me, and I was very upset I hadn't seen it sooner. So thank you guys for recommending it to me. You both recommended it to me, so I was very I enjoyed it a lot. So
yes, I love the 80s looks. I mean,
I
I actually grew up in the. I mean, I was still young, but I grew up in the 80s, and I'm like, I loved it. I loved how the girls did their hair with the big lion chain mane.
Yeah.
I had a sister-in-law whose hair was like, it was like 1.5 feet tall, and I'm like, bring back the Aquanet.
Yes.
Bring back the Aquanet for the big hair on girls. I loved it. One time, this has nothing to do with anything. My sister-in-law got in a fight, and she had the big hair.
Yeah.
Now, she literally was in the backyard. I mean, she was pouncing. I mean, beating the piss out of this girl. I mean, as she got done, the fight lasted, I don't know, 10 minutes, something. She got up. Now, her shirt was full of blood, and she was all torn up. Not a damn hair was out of place.
Oh, no, that's not going nowhere.
Not one hair.
Oh, my God.
That's not
amazing.
going nowhere. Mm-mm.
Yes, I was like, Aquanet works for you, girl. So
I will say the only thing that drove me nuts was the frequency of people who had blush on their face that didn't blend it. I was like, I just want to smush your face. Like, just give me a blending brush, please, God. Like,
that was
you look so unfinished. I know.
Talk about the real horror of that movie.
Yeah.
Seriously, like half of the opening scene is her doing her makeup, getting ready for the party, and I'm just like, blend it. Are you gonna blend it? No.
You're like, come on
Nope.
now.
She's gonna have it right here, and then she's gonna have big blue or green.
Oh yeah, eyeshadow and
eyeshadow.
The lashes. Yeah.
Yes. Or it's cool when they do the blue and the green, and they kind of blend them, and they're all different colors. And I was like,
yeah,
loving that with the 80s. So
I do like the big hair, but how you have to go about obtaining it, like, no, we're not. No. That hair's never going to grow back. You wonder why women like are going.
I was going to say. We've learned some things since then. In a way, was it better before? Did we really want to know all of these things so bad? No.
But I will say this: even the women's hair in the 80s, how big it was with Aquanet. If you look at any of the heavy metal artists or anything,
Yeah.
they all had that hair.
Oh,
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, like,
I love it.
guys, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're so damaging your hair so bad.
I know. It's abuse. It's abuse to your hair, but it does look amazing.
See, I used to do that in the 80s, guys. See?
No, you didn't.
I
Shut
knew
up.
it.
That's why mine decided to leave. So
I'm convinced you never had hair. I've seen pictures. I don't believe it. I think it's fake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
did-
Photoshop
I
job.
did
no.
have hair at one time. As a matter of fact, I
It's
had
just so
a
short it
full
didn't
head of
matter.
hair. I went to private school, so yes, it had to be short. So,
Yeah.
but I had in the 90s, I had the flat top because that was the
Oh.
That was fashionable,
yeah. Yeah.
What did you guys get to a chance? We had a whole list of New Year's movies. Did you guys get a chance to watch any of the others? I did not. I was so busy this week. I'm sorry, guys. I dropped the ball.
no.
Get it?
Ah! Oh, that was good. Oh, see, like
She's a comedian. She's here all night.
if you
so.
want to make a New Year's horror movie, guys, we're full of ideas over here. So you
Right.
just let us know.
It'd be so cool to drop the New Year's Eve ball on someone's head. Make it
Yes.
happen.
Do it.
Yes.
It writes itself, guys. It writes
It does.
itself.
There's so many good things you could do with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this week has been crazy. You guys know some of the stuff that's been happening with me, so it's been a crazy week. So I unfortunately have not been able to watch any of them, but I do have them here, and I do want to
Please.
give some of them a watch. So,
Yeah. Same.
and just so you know, I will give you some of the names of some of the other ones in case our listeners want to. We have the New Year's Evil, Bloody New Year's, Break from 2019, Terror Train from 1980, and there is also a remake of Terror Train.
The only caveat to that, the remake does not take place during New Year's. It's just a graduation party.
Correct.
So-
Oh,
Correct.
okay.
But it is so good. It's really good.
Yeah, it
I
is
haven't
good.
seen it, so I'll check it out.
And then we have
Thank you.
the Snowfalls that we did, Midnighter, Steel Trap, and that would be all the ones that we have.
Yeah, Steel Trap looked interesting, like
did.
potentially some Saw kind of vibes is what I got from that synopsis. So I'm definitely gonna check them out because we're recording this in the past, but also the future. So
Exactly.
yeah, we're hoping.
We're not
I'm
time
hoping
traveling
to-
like your movie, Jamie.
I was gonna say, guys, the government might be involved in this one too.
As long
We
as
won't talk
it's
about
not British.
Yeah.
As long as it's not British, I don't care.
I'm okay with it. I don't care. Bring it back.
Yeah.
The British Empire back. I'm definitely gonna watch. I'm gonna try to watch all of these. I will keep you guys posted on the socials of what I thought of them. So
Definitely. And we would like to know what you guys do on New Year's and if what your plans are and what you usually do. Do you just kind of hang out? Are you some of our younger viewers who take part of
Festivities.
going out?
Mhm.
Did you guys ever go out for New Year's? Was
Oh,
that a
yeah.
big thing for you guys?
I used to, for sure. Like, there's definitely evidence on Facebook of me bringing in the new year with some kind of hat that has the year
Gotcha.
or glasses and a drink in hand.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I've always wanted to go to like the big fancy parties, but like I never knew anybody that went with me. The last New Year's, I ended up going to a local Chicago bands were doing a show on New Year's Eve, so I went there and they did the countdown and everything, and that was really cool. It was cool because they put like the timer up on the screen behind the bands, so it was cool to like see local bands in Chicago and everything, and that was a really cool vibe. But as far as like going out and like partying and like celebrating no, I've never done that.
Yeah.
I usually just celebrate at home or go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
It's not really
That's what
like
I do now.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not really like a thing that I'd really be interested in. It's just not my kind of vibe, but I would love to like do it. I've always wanted to go to like a New Year's Eve party and like get dressed up and dance and, play some
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra and,
Yeah.
Like that would be the New Year's Eve party I want to go to.
We never really went like, clubbing and out like
Yeah.
partying like that on New Year's Eve because that's amateur hour.
It's not my vibe. It
and
never
I'm like,
has
that's
been.
not it. Now we have done things like what you're talking about, Nina, like they have them at hotels and stuff, and they have parties that are there, and they have Frank Sinatra, or they have well, obviously not Frank Sinatra, but that type of music, and you have dinner and dancing, and we've done that a few times, and it was fun, but most of the time we would have party at the house or whatever, and everybody just come over and kind of eat, drink, hang out, play games, do whatever. And me personally, I like that much better because I'm not with 200 people that I don't know. I'm with 20 of my friends, and we're hanging out, and everybody just crash here, and you know what I mean? Don't drive. Get up in the morning, we'll have breakfast, and then
Yeah,
That's
I totally
more my
agree.
vibe
I think those
now.
are usually the more fun times.
Yeah.
And it just, you can relax. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to even dress up. Like, come over in PJs. Let's just hang out. Like,
That's
totally agree with you. Like, that is a much more chill vibe. The movies make it look all magical when you go out to those parties and stuff, and but it's like, but then you have to, it's cold, depending on where you live, it's usually cold, and you gotta leave, you gotta worry about transportation. Like, I just want to go to a friend's house.
And let me tell you, it can be bad decisions all around, folks, because you're like, it doesn't count. The year's all up, it doesn't count anymore. We have a magical time where nothing counts because we're done with this year. We're going into another. Isn't that limbo spot in the middle where anything can happen and it's fine? It's like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's not how any of this works.
Never had that viewpoint. I don't understand people that do. Like, just enjoy the fact that you're off tomorrow, hopefully, and just relax with some friends and family.
Yes, have some fun with some friends. If you want to wear something sparkly, I totally approve of that, because I do like to wear something that sparkles for New Year's Eve. Whatever I'm doing, like a sparkly hat, funny glasses, something sparkly.
Oh,
absolutely.
Hat and glasses and acting stupid at my house or wherever we're having a party. I have no issue with that. But I'm like, come over, start 5, 6 o'clock, have dinner out and snacks out and booze out, and just kind of hang out and do movies and do games, and just, that's it for me. I just want to be with the friends, people I love.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
For sure. So, however you're ringing in the new year, just remember, be safe. Number one, always. Don't drink and drive. Have a good time. Yeah. But have a good time. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Have fun. But be responsible and safe.
That's correct.
Always.
Yes.
Please. Yes. And guys, just remember, if you ever find yourself in a horror movie, don't have sex.
Don't do drugs.
And certainly don't die. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Woohoo. 2025.